The last thing is water sports, and we have a ton of water sport activities here in Myrtle Beach. I've been waiting very patiently for Sade to tell me her jet ski story. So tell me what happened.
Yes, we went and rode jet skis where on the waterway where you get on at the swing bridge down in Socastee, and we went for my daughter's birthday a couple years ago. I don't know anything about jet skis. I did. They give you like a little tutorial before you get on, and me and my daughter are riding together, and we were in like a group. But, you know, some of the guys that are in the group, they're like cutting donuts in there, and, you know, they're causing the wake. And so the wake is where you can very easily get toppled over. And so we were riding, and someone was cutting a donut on the opposite side of us. It caused the wake to come, and me and my daughter end up flipping over on the jet ski. She hit her head on the handlebars when we went down, and she had been driving us. So her glasses, she wears glasses, her glasses go into the waterway. And so both of us are in the waterway. We had vest on, and both of us can swim, but there's a whole other level to being able to swim, but being in the middle of the waterway. And so what they don't tell you is in order to be able to get back on a jet ski and there's nothing around you to get pulled up, you are literally having to lift your body weight. It's hard when you have nothing else to hold on to and nothing's still.
And the extra weight of the water and everything.
Right, exactly. And so what ended up happening is that one of the individuals who was like our guide, he had to come get off of his jet ski, climb onto ours, and pull me up by my vest, me and my daughter up, you know, and she's injured and can't see, you know, onto it. And so like it was like a whole like experience for me. So think about if we had actually like been drinking, like we wouldn't have even, you know, and like I said, it's just scary because here I am, a person who can swim. So just be careful, even when you're doing something,
right? She got knocked unconscious, and you know.
Exactly. And when she came up, when the jet ski rolls over, basically, and it's on like flipped over, she came up under it. So luckily she could swim, and she had enough sense to be able to swim from under the jet ski. But like from that, it's like I have like this like, okay, you want me to do a water activity?
And I think that's, you know, that story perfectly sums up, you know, you're not getting a lot of training. You've got a bunch of people who are here on vacation who don't really know how to operate a jet ski, and you've got everybody in a pack and people cutting each other off, and so it's just...
And the waterway's narrow already.
Be careful,
It is.
More boats on the water too.
Just wear a life jacket, for sure.
Well,
number one tip.
You know, you can get pushed to the edges very easily too, and that's where a lot of there's tree limbs sticking out and all sorts of pokey things and wildlife, and you know, all those things are things to be careful of as well. Justin, I know that we've done a Carolina Justice report on parasailing too, and the waivers and all that stuff. You want to go over any of that?
Yeah. So that's a big industry here at the beach, right? You take a banana boat out there in the middle of the ocean, go around a couple minutes, take a jet ski out in the ocean, go parasailing. But, you know, those accidents still happen because they don't take care of their boat motor. We've had cases where the boat motor fails. Well, guess what? If you got to pull, you have to have friction to get the air to bring you up. And if you don't have that friction, it's a parachute, you're going straight down. And so we have cases where you're hitting the water at full speed, and it can break bones.
Yeah.
So
Yikes.
Make sure it's not some fly-by-night company. It's a reputable company. Take a look at the motor before you go out. It's not some terrible-looking boat. I would not get on there. And don't, you know, pay the money. Don't, if somebody's trying to offer you a deal to go out on some crazy boat to go parasailing, don't do it. Same thing on these banana boat rentals. I mean, they'll go out there and bounce you around. You're going to sign a waiver, and they're going to try to get you to waive all your rights to personal injury. Okay, and that's something that we're going to have to overcome if you do get hurt out there. So just be aware of that. If it's choppy seas, they're still going to go out there. They're going to go full speed trying to get you money and let you take the ride. But don't get on there. Don't try to parasail if it's a small craft advisory or whatever the weather's going to be, because the wind can whip up quick. And it may not look bad, but when you're out there on a boat and it's going up and down, or you're getting towed behind with a banana boat, that's not going to be fun. It's not going to be a fun vacation when you fall off of that.
Yeah, no, it's scary. I remember when I did a parasailing, you know, excursion one time, and as it was, you know, because the boat goes and it, like, you kind of spend like half a second in the water before you start to float up out. and it was kind of pulling us under the water for that whole part, and it was just like you couldn't breathe. I mean, it was just like water, being gusted into your face.
And so what will happen if there's not enough pressure with the motor? So we've had cases like this. If there's not enough pressure to gun it to get you back up into the air, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Right. And then I mean it's terrible. We've had cases too where it's just the mental anguish that happens when the parachute comes down on you and you're fighting to get out of it. You think you're going to drown, right? So they can be very bad, and very dangerous.
Scary.
When life gets ugly, justice is